Hello, today I will show how to make these three cards using the float property with the options none, left, and right. Mhm. Here we have the first example, float none. In the HTML, I create a container, div class container. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With the heading H2 or H second that says float none. This is just the title of our example, showing that the image here is not floating. Mhm. Inside the container, there is another block called div class box. This block is used for styling. It has a yellow background, a border, and some padding to make the content look neat. Mhm. Inside the box, I write the first paragraph of text. Mhm. Then I add an image. Mhm. With the class none. Mhm. And then I write another paragraph after the image. In CSS, the class none has property float none. That means the image stays in its normal position. The text doesn't wrap around it. Mhm. In the second example, I do almost the same thing, but now the heading says float left. Mm-hmm. And inside the box, I again have some text. Mm-hmm. And the same image. Mm-hmm. But this time with the class left. In CSS, the class left uses the rule float left. This makes the image move to the left side of the box and all the text automatically wraps around it on the right side. Mhm. And the third example works the same way, but now we use the class right. And in the HTML, the image element has the class right, and in CSS, we write float right. This makes the image move to the right side and the text wraps around it on the left. Compared to the previous example, float right works the opposite way. The image is aligned to the right instead of the left. This shows how easily we can control the image position relative to the text. Now let's move on to the CSS part where we style our page and explain why we use each property. In the body, we set the font to Arial, give the page a white background, and add some padding so that the content doesn't stick to the edges of the window. Mhm. And for the content class, we set the width to 300 pixels and use inline block so the cards can stand next to each other horizontally. With margin 20 pixels also, we add some space around the container and center it on the page. Mhm. And For the headings, we align the text to the center and increase the font size. Mhm. And the box class is used to style the main example blocks, a yellow background, a black border, and inner padding, so that the text doesn't touch the edges. And for the image tag, we set the width to 100 pixels and add a margin of 10 pixels to keep the text from touching the image. Finally, we have three separate classes, none, left, and right. First is none, float none. The image stays in place and the text goes above and below it. Second is left, float left. The image moves to the left and the text wraps around it on the right. Mhm. And third is right, float right, and the image move to the right and the text wraps around it on the left. This way we can clearly see how the float property affects the position of elements on a web page. In conclusion, this example demonstrates three different behaviors of an image with various float values. Thanks to these codes, so in the end, we'll get a result like this.